Final race of the night. Let's get it going. Here it is time to wind them up and let them go. And it's another terrible start. It's an even worse start for Gary Cooper. Brendan Van Heeden is again absolutely swamped. And once again, Andrew Gillone has taken off like a scalded cat. Down to 7th for Van Heeden. No, down to 9th. And he's been punched in the face by Nick Bailey. Oh, Nick has gone into the wall. I think Van Heeden has avoided damage. But, oh, Nick Bailey has not. He's head-butted the wall. He is going to be struggling in that car. But Andrew Gillone is absolutely gone 3 wide coming down towards turn 4. Benson 2, Owen 3, Aaron Large up to 4th place now, still side by side with the Renault. And here comes Jay Daniels. We haven't really seen the best of Jay because he had that massive lag trouble in race 1. Oh, that's someone getting very quickly towards the back. It looks like Alex Rose has got no headlights. He indeed doesn't. He either hasn't turned them on or he's already broken them. There's Matt Webb. Oh, wow. Brendan Van Heeden already back up into 10th place as he's just done a lovely outside manoeuvre on McRae Williams. He means business. He is working his way through the field. Unlike in race 2, where he was shoved off the road. Well, he was shoved off the road by Nick Bailey, but Nick came off far worse. It doesn't look like there's any significant damage on his car as he's just slammed into the back of Kev Straw. Coming out of turn 10. Gillone needs to use this opportunity to run off into the distance, which is exactly what he's doing. 1.8 seconds between himself and Carl Benson. Carl's got no headlights either, but that could be just a difference on my screen as opposed to what they're actually running. Oh, that's getting a little bit clumsy with Aaron Large, Toby Owen, Gary Cooper's in there. Gary Cooper's knocked Jay Daniels down a position. Colin Dunn all the way up there in 7th place. Leading the AMs, you can just about see. Well, Chris Callahan's actually directly behind him. Van Heeden up into 9th. Joins the back of the pack. Oh, that's really deep. That's the old pit lane entrance. You see it on the right. There's the new one. You can join the pit lane from the old one, but it's not the desired route. Oh wow, was that Gary Cooper going for a majorly early apex there? As Toby Owen is the first again. Oh no! Big impact between Owen and Aaron Large. Well saved, Aaron Large. My goodness me. That was a bit of a clunk between Cooper and Aaron Large, but Aaron Large managed to... I was convinced he was going to be off into the dust, but he managed to save it side by side with Jay Daniels now coming into turn 4. Oh, that's someone running a bit wide. That's Toby Owen. That's gone a bit too deep. And again, Gary Cooper getting his elbows out and door banging now with the boss man, Toby Owen. Oh, that's someone running a bit wide. I can't quite see who it is. That's the only problem with commentating for night races. It's difficult to tell who. Callahan having a look at Colin Dunn. Oh, it's Brendan Van Heeden. Looking to try and make up more positions. A little cautious coming into turn 7. Lost a bit of time. There's Aaron Large and Colin Dunn side by side. Is Callahan. Directly ahead of Van Heeden. Side by side, are they? I can't tell from that camera angle. No, Brendan Van Heeden has gone ahead of Chris Callahan for 8th place. Nicely done. Andrew Gillone leads Carl Benson by 3 seconds near enough. Then is another 2.5 seconds, well, slightly under that, between Carl Benson and then this big pack of 3rd to 9th. There it is. That has Cooper, Owen, Daniels, Large, Dunn, Van Heeden, Callahan just about hanging on to the back of it. Oh, I think Mr. Fishwick was a little wide coming out of turn 13. Oh, here comes Van Heeden. He may not bother to keep Van Heeden behind him. He's entitled to. That is a race for position, but they are in 2 different classes. As Brendan Van Heeden is going to do an outside manoeuvre around the final turn to try and keep his momentum going. Again, Colin is allowed to defend the spot. There's nothing to say he has to let Van Heeden go, but I think he has decided to let the pro driver through. And on they continue. 5 minutes down, 10 to go. of this twilight race here in Brno. Oh, Jay Daniels and Aaron Large getting a little bit squiggly ahead of Brendan here. Toby Owen just ahead of us, and then Gary Cooper at the head of this particular train. It did look like Brendan had a bit more pace at that moment than Aaron Large, but couldn't use it all the way down the hill towards turn 6. Oh, nice move from Van Heeden. Wow. Aaron Large made a tiny mistake and Van Heeden just pounced on him. He's now already having a go at Jay Daniels. Oh, 2 cars and 3 corners. Nicely done. He means business, does Brendan Van Heeden. A little bit of a door tap. Wasn't anything too bad between himself and Jay Daniels. I don't think Jay will feel too aggrieved by that. He's now on the back of Toby Owen. Gary Cooper is broken free of Toby Owen and is now looking to get on Carl Benson's case. Ooh, I think Gary got a little out of shape coming into turn 11 there. That's lost him momentum. Jay Daniels doing what he can to keep Aaron Large behind him. There you see Colin Dunn. Still got Chris Callahan for company, but there's a bit of a gap between the AM front runners. Here comes Van Heeden. Is he going to make a move at Toby Owen? They're side by side. You can't quite see Toby Owen. There he is. And that's up the hill towards turn 14. That should be a fairly straightforward move for Brendan. It is indeed. That is 4th place. Being sent down to 15th. And now is in 4th place. But he's still going to have some pressure behind him. On board with Aaron Large. You can see Toby Owen right on the back of Carl just as they come into turn 1. Carl's gone a bit deep. It cuts back for the second apex, although there's no real gap in them. Aaron Large trying to do something with Jay Daniels ahead of him. Can he do it? He's getting close. Side by side, Jay Daniels giving the room. Oh, he tried to return to the racing line, but there was a BMW in it. And I'm just about to cut to this particular battle. You just saw it in that shot. Gary Cooper now right on the back of Carl Benson. Flash of the lights through Carl Benson there. Curious, not sure who he's signifying. Oh, Gary Cooper, I think, thought the door was being left open for him, but somehow both of them survive. Here comes Van Heeden. I wonder whether Gary Cooper thought the flash of the lights was a signal to him that Carl was going to let him go. Well, why would he? He's in second. This is going to be an interesting battle for Brendan Van Heeden. He's doing his best to get through the pack as quickly as he can, but Gary Cooper's proving a difficult customer. Brendan's still 6.5 seconds behind Andrew Gillone with only 7 minutes to go, or less than that now. Oh, Gary's gone deep. Yeah, that's left the door open for Brendan at turn 11. Gary Cooper's going to try and defend it, is he? No, I think there was a bit of lag there, but no. I think Gary Cooper realised that one was done. That is now 3rd for Brendan Van Heeden. What a great recovery drive this has been. And we have lost... Who have we lost? We have lost one from the race. We are down to 15. But this pack has pretty much occupied my entire attention. Go on the roof of Aaron Large. There's the only problem with night races. You can't quite make out all the details going on ahead. And further down the road. Keeping an eye on Brendan. He's not really going to make a move from that far back. But it's proving into another fairly relaxed race for Andrew Gillone. That's the gap he's got between himself and Carl Benson with just under 6 minutes to go. 3-ish laps. It's going to be difficult for Brendan to do anything about that, but Carl Benson is a very quick driver. He's won races in this series, so he's going to be one for... He's not going to make it easy for Van Heeden, and Brendan's not had a good run through turn 5. It's going to drop him a little bit off the back of Carl Benson. On board with Gary Cooper. Oh, he went too early for the apex. He had to get out of that. Locks up a bit, coming through 6. Into 7, you can hear the buzzing engine of Toby Owen behind. And there he is. There's that pack beginning to break up now as Brendan's still very, very close to the back of Carl Benson. Still, last time around, Brendan was getting a 2:07 on the board. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There he goes. He's going to commit to the move down into turn 11. And it looks like Benson's let him go, but he's gone a bit deep. Yep, he's gone too deep there. Carl Benson's going to get the run on him. More is he? Carl Benson's not been able to get back up ahead. An inside line for Brendan Van Heeden. Flash of the lights, thank you very much. And that is second place from 15th for Brendan Van Heeden. 5.5 seconds in 4.5 minutes. He would need a fair amount of luck, but and luck has always been a questionable trait for Mr. Van Heeden in this series. But I mean, stranger things have happened. Toby Owen on the back of Gary Cooper now. That's a battle for 4th position between those two. Just over half a second between them. 4 minutes remain. Ooh, Toby's gone onto the grass. Well, it's questionable as to whether that helps rotate the car. It's a risky manoeuvre to do. All behind Aaron Large on Jay Daniels. And right with them is Colin Dunn. So Colin has left Chris Callaghan absolutely miles behind him. 7.5 seconds indeed between the AM lead. And right at the back, there's a great scrap forming here. Look at this. That's McRae Williams, Matt Webb, Mark Harrison and Kev Straw fighting for 12th. Great battle. There's Nick Bailey, who trying to recover. Don't think he's been in the... If he has been in the pits, I completely missed it. He will certainly continue to carry the visual damage as he's on the back of Mark Holmes. Oh, wow, that was close, Nick. This is even more difficult to judge when in the dark with no lights. His car certainly won't pass an MOT. Oh, that's very close between himself and Mark Holmes. Mark not making it easy for him. And again, why should he? Oh, Nick had to get out of that. Really had to jink over to the right very hard. There's more flying tyres. Oh, is that a move for Nick? No, Mark Holmes has just smacked into the tyre wall. That's going to hurt. Those tyres hurt. They bite. I would think it's a matter of time before Nick Beatty does indeed claim that 10th place. And I think Mark's getting out of it. I think Mark realises, well, no, Mark's actually gone for the inside line fairly early, but that's a very wounded Astra. So up into 10th position then for Nick Bailey. Colin Dunn on the back of Aaron Large. Wow, Aaron spun! I wondered if he was going to catch it, but no, Aaron Large facing the wrong way at turn 12, turn 13. Has managed to get going again before Chris Callaghan finds him. I beg your pardon, that was turn 15. Here's a three-way battle between Carl Benson, Gary Cooper, and Jay Daniels. I beg your pardon, Toby Owen. Jay Daniels has got Colin Dunn for company. There at the bottom of the shot is Brendan Van Heeden, still pressing on. At the current rate, he won't get there in time, but you never know what will happen. So a quick look at the penalties. 2 for Gary Cooper, 1 for Toby Owen, 1 for Jay Daniels, and for Nick Bailey and Mark Holmes and McRae Williams, and 2 for Matt Webb, who's just lost position to Mark Harrison. Oh, Gary Cooper's gone deep. What can Toby Owen do here? I wondered if he was going to absolutely throw that on the inside of turn 7. He thought better of that one. Wow, Carl Benson, Brendan Van Heeden is absolutely chasing off. There is the Scottish flavoured BMW he is after. He is doing everything he possibly can to chase off after the victory, but with 39 seconds on the board, even if there was a second, another lap after this one, and I'm not convinced there will be, it's going to be a bit of a tall order. Unless Gillone makes a mistake, which is exceedingly rare. Oh, what's happened to Matt Webb? Oh dear, he's parked on the side of the road. Not a good day in the office for him. Toby Owen still staring at the back of that or being the back car of a three-way fight for third place. And the checker flag is going to greet Andrew Gillone this time around. And there it is, your winner. 2 out of 3 for the Scotsman. Your winner in race number 3 here at Brno is Andrew Gillone. Very brilliantly done, but what a recovery drive for Brendan Van Heeden in second. And Carl Benson is just about going to fend off Toby Owen and Gary Cooper, who swapped round due to penalties, for third place. Toby Owen 4, Gary Cooper 5, Jay Daniels in 6th, Colin Dunn in 7th. Here comes Aaron Large for 8th place. Second in the AMS is Chris Callaghan. He was quite some way behind Colin Dunn this time. Didn't go his way for the final race. Oh, there's a battered and bruised Nick Bailey, but comes over the line in 10th position. There is Mark Holmes keeping McRae Williams company for 11th place. Kev Straw, he's across the line in 13th. I think Mark, Mark is still going. And towards the end, Matt Webb is disconnected. Yep, here comes the debutant, that is Mark Harrison, for the final runner of the event.